Steve Bannon was telling people he thought there was a 33.3% chance that the Mueller investigation would lead to the impeachment of the president, a 33.3% chance that Trump would resign, perhaps in the wake of a threat by the cabinet to act on the 25th Amendment, by which the cabinet can remove the president in the event of his incapacitation, and a 33.3% chance that he would limp to the end of his term. In any event, there would certainly not be a second term or even an attempt at one. "He's not going to make it," said Bannon at the Breitbart embassy. "He's lost his stuff." Less volubly, Bannon was telling people something else. He, Steve Bannon, was going to run for president in 2020. The locution, "if I were president," was turning into, "when I am president." The top Trump donors from 2016 were in his camp, Bannon claimed. Sheldon Adelson, the Mercers, Bernie Marcus, and Peter Thiel. In short order, and as though he had been preparing for this move for some time, Bannon had left the White House and quickly thrown together a rump campaign organization. The heretofore behind-the-scenes Bannon was methodically meeting with every conservative leader in the country, doing his best, as he put it, to kiss the ass and pay homage to all the graybeards, and he was keynoting a list of must-attend conservative events. "Why is Steve speaking? I didn't know he spoke," the president remarked with puzzlement and rising worry to aides. Trump had been upstaged in other ways as well. He had been scheduled for a major 60 Minutes interview in September, but this was abruptly canceled after Bannon's 60 Minutes interview with Charlie Rose on September 11th. The president's advisors felt he shouldn't put himself in a position where he would be compared with Bannon. The worry among staffers, all of them concerned that Trump's rambling and his alarming repetitions, the same sentences delivered with the same expression minutes apart, had significantly increased, and that his ability to stay focused, never great, had notably declined, was that he was likely to suffer by such a comparison. Instead, the interview with Trump was offered to Sean Hannity, with a preview of the questions. Bannon was also taking the Breitbart Opposition Research Group, the same forensic accountant types who had put together the damning Clinton cash revelations, and focusing it on what he characterized as the political elites. This was a catch-all list of enemies that included as many Republicans as Democrats. Most of all, Bannon was focused on fielding candidates for 2018. While the president had repeatedly threatened to support primary challenges against his enemies, in the end, with his aggressive head start, it was Bannon who would be leading these challenges. It was Bannon spreading fear in the Republican Party, not Trump. Indeed, Bannon was willing to pick outre, if not wacky, candidates, including former Staten Island Congressman Michael Grimm, who had done a stint in federal prison, to demonstrate, as he had demonstrated with Trump, the scale, artfulness, and menace of Bannon-style politics. Although the Republicans in the 2018 congressional races were looking, according to Bannon's numbers, at a 15-point deficit, it was Bannon's belief that the more extreme the right-wing challenge appeared, the more likely the Democrats would field left-wing nutters even less electable than right-wing nutters. The disruption had just begun. Trump, in Bannon's view, was a chapter, or even a detour, in the Trump Revolution, which had always been about weaknesses in the two major parties. The Trump presidency, however long it lasted, had created the opening that would provide the true outsiders their opportunity. Trump was just the beginning. Standing on the Breitbart steps that October morning, Bannon smiled and said, "It's going to be wild as shit."